Let's track this from the beginning.
Tony Stark. Visionary. Genius. American patriot.
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. And what do you say to your other nickname, the Merchant of Death?
Big man in a suit of armor. Take that off, what are you?
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. That's not bad.
I've seen the footage. The only thing you really fight for is yourself.
My old man had a philosophy. Peace means having a bigger stick than the other guy.
You're not the guy to make the sacrifice play. To lay down on a wire and let the other guy crawl over you.
I think I would just cut the wire. He worked on the Manhattan Project. A lot of people, including your professors at Brown. Is it better to be feared? Call that being a hero. Or respected? And I say, is it too much to ask for both? They say the best weapon is one you never have to fire. I respectfully disagree. I prefer the weapon you only have to fire once. That's how Dad did it. That's how America does it. And it's worked out pretty well so far.
Best thing about Tony is also the worst thing. He's always working.
Yeah, peace. I love peace. Be out of a job with peace.
He says, "Welcome, Tony Stark, the most famous mass murderer in the history of America."
What you just saw, that is your legacy, Stark. Your life's work in the hands of those murderers. Is that how you want to go out? Is this the last act of defiance of the great Tony Stark? Or are you going to do something about it?
Do anything, they're gonna kill me. You. Either way, and if they don't, I'll probably be dead in a week.
Well then. This is a very important week for you, isn't it?
Thank you for saving me.
Don't waste it. Don't waste your life.
I saw young Americans killed by the very weapons I created to defend them and protect them. And I saw that I had become part of a system that is comfortable with zero accountability.
I had my eyes open. I came to realize that I have more to offer this world than just making things to blow up.
There's nothing except this. There's no art opening. There is no benefit. There is nothing to sign. There's the next mission. Nothing else. You stood by my side all these years while I reaped the benefits of destruction. And now that I'm trying to protect the people that I put in harm's way, you're gonna walk out.
You're gonna kill yourself, Tony. I'm not gonna be a part of it.
I shouldn't be alive. Unless it was for a reason. I'm not crazy, Pepper. I just finally know what I have to do. And I know in my heart that it's right.
Mr. Stark, you become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
It is one thing to question the official story and another thing entirely to make wild accusations or insinuate that I'm a superhero.
I never said you were a superhero.
Didn't? Well, good, because that would be outlandish and fantastic. I'm just not the hero type. Clearly. Truth is, I am Iron Man. Please, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's not even about us. It's about legacy. It's about what we choose to leave behind for future generations. I am Iron Man. The suit and I are one. It's working. We're safe. America is secure. You want my property? You can't have it. But I did you a big favor.
It appears that the continued use of the Iron Man suit is accelerating your condition.
I have successfully privatized world peace.
Unfortunately, the device that's keeping you alive is also killing you.
You want to do this whole lone gunslinger act, and it's unnecessary. You don't have to do this alone.
You know, I wish I could believe that. If this was your last birthday party you're ever gonna have, how would you celebrate it? I really do, but you gotta trust me.
contrary to popular belief, I know exactly what I'm doing.
I'll do whatever I wanted to do. With whoever I wanted to do it.
He said that you were the only person with the means and knowledge to finish what he started.
He said that.
Are you that guy? Are you? Because if you are, then you can solve the riddle of your heart.
Tony, you're too young to understand this right now, so I thought I would put it on film for you.
What do you remember about your dad, huh?
He was cold. He was calculating. He never told me he loved me. He never even told me he liked me.
I built this for you. And someday you'll realize that it represents a whole lot more than just people's inventions.
So it's a little tough for me to digest when you're telling me he said the whole future was riding on me and he's passing it down. I don't get that.
It represents my life's work. This is the key to the future.
You know, you may not be a threat, but you better stop pretending to be a hero.
I'm limited by the technology of my time. But one day you'll figure this out. And when you do, you will change the world. What is and always will be my greatest creation is you.
Stark,
Nothing's been the same since New York.
you know that's a one-way trip.
You experience things. Then they're over and you still can't explain them. Jarvis? Gods, aliens, other dimensions. I'm just a man in a can. Don't leave me, buddy.
I can't sleep.
You go to bed, I come down here, I do what I know.
Is this the first time you lost a soldier?
We are not soldiers. Threat is imminent, and I have to protect the one thing that I can't live without. That's you. And my suits, they're part of me.
Are they coming back? The aliens?
I see a suit of armor around the world.
Sounds like a cold world, Tom.
I've seen colder.
You could have saved us. Why didn't you do more?
Payload and wipe out Midtown.
Jarvis, put everything we got into the thrusters. A hostile alien army came charging through a hole in space. We're standing 300 feet below it. We're the Avengers. We can bust arms dealers all the live long day, but that up there, that's the end game. How are you guys planning on beating that?
Together.
We'll lose.
And we'll do that together, too.
And I'm the man who killed the Avengers. I saw it. I didn't tell the team. How could I? So I'm all dead, Nick. Felt it. The whole world, too. It's because of me.
His name was Charlie Spencer.
Wasn't ready.
You murdered him.
I didn't do all I could.
Not that that matters in the least to you.
I wasn't tricked. I was shown.
You think you fight for us?
It wasn't a nightmare. It was my legacy.
You just fight for yourself.
The end of the path I started us on.
Who's going to avenge my son, Stark?
Watch my friends die.
He's dead.
You'd think that'd be as bad as it gets, right?
And I blame you.
Wasn't the worst part.
The worst part is that you didn't.
Look, when you can do the things that I can,
We may not be perfect, but the safest hands are still our own.
but you don't.
If we don't do this now,
And then the bad things happen.
it's gonna be done to us later.
They happen because of you.
If we can't accept limitations, we're boundaryless. We're no better than the bad guys. Last night, I dreamt. Oh, Mr. Parker, meet a kid.
Hey, I'm Peter.
Tony. So real.
Hey, May. My gosh. I wanted to tell you what an incredible job your nephew did.
Nice work, kid.
Everyone was impressed.
Don't do anything I would do. And definitely don't do anything I wouldn't do. Do you know that I was the only one who believed in you? Everyone else said I was crazy to recruit a 14-year-old kid.
What if somebody had died tonight? Different story, right? Because that's on you. And if you died, I feel like that's on me. I don't need that on my conscience. I just wanted to be like you.
And I wanted you to be better.
Big man in a suit of armor.
This is all I have. I'm nothing without this suit.
Take that off. What are you?
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it. Okay?
Protection. Is that how you see this? This is protection?
I'm trying to keep...
She's a kid.
Give me a break! I'm trying to keep you from tearing the Avengers apart. I'm doing what has to be done to stave off something worse.
Futurist is here!
You know, we live in a world of grave threats. Threats that Mr. Stark will not always be able to foresee.
Ben and I were doing research.
That would affect the team.
That would end the team.
Tell me his name again.
Isn't that the mission? Isn't that the why we fight? So we can end the fight? So we get to go home?
Thanos. He's a plague, Tony. He invades planets, he takes what he wants, he wipes out half the population.
Thanos has been inside my head for 6 years.
The attack on New York, that's him.
Since he sent an army to New York, and now he's back. And I don't know what to do.
With all 6 stones, I could simply snap my fingers.
This isn't gonna change what happened.
I don't care.
They would all cease to exist. I call that mercy.
Don't engage. We almost got this off!
You gotta watch your back with this guy. There's a chance he's gonna break it.
Empire toppled by its enemies can rise again. But one which crumbles from within, that's dead. Forever.
I don't feel so good.
You're all right.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I don't want to go. I don't want to go, sir. Please. Please, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
This thing on? God, seems like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave. Became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
If you find this recording, don't feel better at this. Part of the journey is the end. Just for the record, being adrift in space with zero promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds. Food and water ran out 4 days ago. Oxygen ran out tomorrow morning.
I never got to say goodbye to Dad.
That'll be it.
I never got to say goodbye to my father.
When I drift off, I will dream about you. It's always you. Why would you do that?
You have my respect, Stark.
We're in the Endgame now.
When I'm done, half of humanity will still be alive.
Tony, there was no other way.
I hope they remember you.
He does miss you when you're not here. Frankly, you're going to miss us. Because this is the last time we're all going to be together. You know what's about to happen. Say something. If you don't, you'll regret it.
I love you, Dad. And I know you did the best you could. Couldn't stop him. Neither could I. I lost the kid. Tony, we lost. I saw this coming a few years back. I had a vision. I didn't want to believe it. I thought I was dreaming. Tony, I'm going to need you to focus. And I needed you. As in past tense. That trumps what you need. It's too late, buddy. And I believe I remember telling Tony, alive and otherwise, that what we needed was a pseudo-armor around the world. Remember that? Whether it impacted our precious freedoms or not. That's what we needed. Well, that didn't work out, did it? I said we'd lose. You said, we'll do that together, too. Here, take this. You find him. You put that on. You hide. Love you tons.
I love you 3,000.
I don't have anyone but you.
So you're a man who has everything
You're all I have too, you know.
and nothing.
Pepper, I've been called many things. Nostalgic is not one of them. I figured it out. A few years ago, I almost lost her, so I trashed all my suits. Time travel.
We got really lucky.
And then, I never stopped.
A lot of people didn't.
No, I can't help everybody. Because the truth is, I don't want to stop.
Sort of seems like you can.
Not if I stop. I don't want to lose her. I can put a pin in it right now. Let's stop.
trying to get you to stop has been one of the few failures of my entire life.
Something tells me I should put it in a lockbox and drop it to the bottom of the lake.
But would you be able to rest?
Bring back what we lost? I hope, yes. Keep what I found, have to, at all costs. My dad was tough on me. And now, looking back on it, I just remember the good stuff.
I tell you, that kid's not even here yet, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for him.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Thank you. For everything. Back to me.
One day you'll figure this out. And when you do, you will change the world. What is and always will be. My greatest creation. Iron Man. Is you.
Mr. Stark, Wanda, you did it, sir. You did it. I'm sorry, Tony.
We're gonna be okay. You can rest now.
So I thought I'd probably better record a little greeting in the case of an untimely death on my part. I mean, not that death at any time isn't untimely. Then again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end. What am I even tripping for? Everything's gonna work out exactly the way it's supposed to. I love you 3,000.
And so, my journey had reached its end. I am